Right then, challenge vid number 29. Chase H.Q on the ZX Spectrum. Considered by many gaming fans, including Amstrad fans, one of the most beautiful professional conversions of an arcade game on the Spectrum and the Amstrad. And it is a beauty, which makes you wonder what the fuck happened to the Commodore 64 version. Done a long play of that on my channel. If you want to see how disastrous that is, be my guest. So God knows what happened there. They obviously had a day off, or in my words, in my thoughts, as I've always said, I believe by around 89 the C64 was the first machine out of the 8-bits to start seeing it being left behind, just leaving the Amstrad and the Spectrum, having some more effort put into those games around that time. Very, very sad Chase HQ on the Commodore 64. But Novabug has challenged me on this version, an excellent choice, and it might come to some surprise to you all. As much as I've grown up with 8-bit games and 16-bit games, I was never really a fan of this game. And I love racing games. I just didn't like it in the arcade, so I never played it back in the day, so I didn't appreciate what everyone was going on about, how brilliant the version is. I know it was a brilliant version, but I just wasn't really into it, so I never really played it that much. Before we start, because I've got to concentrate on this game, I don't want to chat too much through it about past things, but what I will say is, well done on Tempest. I knew you could do it. That was the plan, you see. I was getting a bit lonely on my own on Mountain 18, as I said, and I thought, well, no, okay, he's lost 7 victories in a row here. I could have given one of my 3, as I said before, one of my 3 dead certain wins. One of them was Street Fighter 1 USA version C64, as you found out. I could have given him something else instead of Tempest. That would have definitely given me 8 victories. And if I beat this, well, if I beat it, that'd be 9. And definitely give him one of my other guaranteed wins. That would be 10 in a row. But let's not get cocky. I thought, no, let's give him a light at the end of the tunnel here. I know it's going to pull a lot of fire out of him because it's an Amstrad game. He ain't going to lie down. It'll bring out the fight in him. That's what I was hoping, and it did. And he spent all week on it with about 11 recordings. And he finally did it. Beat me by about 200 points or something like that. So well done. He's got his 10th victory at long last. Anyway, his challenge to me. He's come over to the dark side and he's challenged me at Chase HQ on the Spectrum. As I said, absolutely fantastic game. And he's got to stage 5. I've got to try and at least match that, and with a score of 6,760 something thousand. Is way up there. So I'm looking basically for 6,770,000 to beat the challenge, and I've got to get to stage 5. Yeah, okay, so let's not fuck about. Let's just get on with it, see how we do. Right, I'm going to use keyboard. Giddy up, boy. Okay. As you can see, there's no mistake in it. Even Nova said himself, it really is a lovely game. It moves so smoothly. See, this is what you get. This is the result of what you get when you get good programmers and a publisher that isn't pressuring them to get out on a certain time, not hurrying them. When the heart and soul is put into it, you come up with something like this. This is an 8-bit game. Now, I've sussed this bit out. I've watched Novabug's video, and he does a lot of gear downs here. I don't think you need to. You can just keep it in high, but let go of the accelerator. Sort of drift around corners, which is very much my outrun on the arcade tactic. So it's very rare I drop down a gear. I'm going to see what times I can beat on this. Now, we've agreed to drop the 1,000,000 point bonus because there is a bug in the game. It's the point system. It randomly awards you 1,000,000 points on some of the end of the stages. It makes no sense because on a couple of runs I was slaughtering his times and getting a piss poor bonus and score, and other times I finished the level with hardly any time at all, and I ended up getting a 1,000,000 point bonus. So on the WOS forums, somebody got in touch with me and gave me a link, and it showed the reason. There is a slight bug in it. So we've agreed to drop the 1,000,000 points. So really, his score was 6 million. There we go. We've got the target already. 6,760,000 something. Come here. So take 2 million off that. So it's basically 4,760,000 I've got to beat and get to stage 5. And I won't count my million point bonuses either. It's the only fair way. But like Novabug, I'm not going to lie down when he's coming over to my side and challenging me at one of my system's games. Just can't have it. And that's what I was hoping he was going to do with the Tempest, and he did. He put his heart and soul in it for a whole week. I made him work for it, but he did it. So I'm quite proud of you actually, mate. Well done. Yeah, it was a good run, that. Give you that. So, come on. Oh, I've got loads of time left on this. I'm nailing this bloke. Now, he had 10 seconds, just looking at a piece of paper I wrote down, 10 seconds left of stage 1. And I'm going to beat that. There we go. Oh, look, I hammered that. 22 units of time left. And as you see, I've got 330,000, something like that. And sometimes it would just give you another million. It just makes no sense. First degree of murder. If he's murder, that's, shouldn't that be one of the higher levels? See, look, it's given me a million. You see that? It's given me an extra million. So we're not counting that. I've actually got 811,000, not 1,811,000. Unless I get 2 1 million bonuses, because he got 2 million 1 bonuses, then it doesn't matter then, does it? Shut up, you. That's like my little Labrador growling in his sleep. Hold on, man. And the speech is so clear as well. Great version. I'm a bit annoyed myself I didn't give this a chance back in the day. I loved racing games, but there's something about Chase H.Q I didn't like. I think because I kept hitting the bumps around corners and the bad guy kept getting away. Oh, nice. And it pissed me off, because you're not just racing against the clock, you've got to catch the bad guy. And I kept hitting the corners, hitting the turbo at the wrong time. And in the end, it just pissed me off. So that's probably why I never really got into it. Well, get off the... Oh, just didn't quite let go. I was just gliding around that corner. Got a fair bit of distance yet. What I've also learned is there's absolutely no point in using turbos before you reach the end of the level bosses, because it doesn't really make much difference. The turbos only really make a difference with the bosses. So my aim is first to get to the bosses without using it. Tunnel section, that's it. Oh, blind corner, you bastard. Bastard. Oh, right. Sometimes you think you pass them, and they don't. They nick you. So, and that's the same as the Amstrad. So it's like a little bit of unfair collision detection there, just a tad. Oh yes. Okay, just in time. There you are, you bastard. I don't want to glance down at my paper. I want to see how much time you did. Right, you did this with 6 seconds left. I have done this with 20. It was either 27 or 29 seconds left before. Pulverised this level, but again I never got the million. Oh, you fucker! I never got the million bonus. So that's what put the red flag up to begin with. So I decided to get in touch with the forum guys on World of Spectrum and find out what's going on. How can I be beating Novabug's times and yet getting a far less score? That doesn't make any sense. That's it, 33 seconds. Oh yeah, it's alright, I've still got a turbo. Oh, I did have. Oh no, I pressed it at the wrong time, I got around a corner. 25 seconds. Come on. That's good. Yeah, I should do this now easily. He had 6. Oh no, come on. He had 6 seconds of time left on this level. Come here. Get here. Yeah, get in there. 14 time units, so I've done the first 2 levels quicker than him. Yeah. So that score is, at the moment, you've got to take... Yeah, you've got to take 1 million off that, so I've got 1,614,000. God, these racing games with these endless digits of scores, it's like bollocks, isn't it? It's just like Outrun.
go, Mr. Driver.
Right, let's go, Mr. Driver. Most famous line of the game. Now, I'm going to quickly touch up on the bells. The bells. I've worked out why I got more score than him. It took me some time. I sat down, I reviewed both videos, added up the times, and without a shadow of a doubt, I can now reveal why I got more score than him. So listen up, Novabug. The reason is I got more score than him is because I'm better at him at that game. Simple as that. I am a better player at you than that game. Right, on to Chase H.Q. I digress. Just had to get that in there because it's been puzzling him, so it won't now. Now he knows the reason why I'm better at him at the bells. Right, okay. Stage 3. And these things don't seem to slow you down, actually, these barriers and tumbleweed or whatever they are. See, look how fast that moves. That's brilliant. They really did. I've said it before. Ocean stroke Imagine have always been my favourite software publisher of high-price games, not budget games. Whoa! Because a lot of the games, they do put their effort in compared to the adversaries, or whatever the word is, the other guys they were fighting against. US Gold, they're fucking wank. Okay, right, let's get on with it. Careful where that turbo kicks in, because I don't want it on this corner. I've learned there's a massive corner here. There's no point putting the turbo here. Right. I think we'll kick it in. That now. Come on, got to get the hits. Ah, you fucker. I ain't even going to check my bloody score until level's done. Keep my eye on this fucking road. Yeah, see that? The bumps. That used to piss me off in the arcade. It was like, no, he's getting away again. I've hit a bump, and I got frustrated. Oh, sod it. I thought, I ain't getting into this. So I never bothered with the 8-bits. It came out. Amiga version, I think so. The graphics are there, but the playability is shit. There's just not enough traction on the road. You're skidding all over the place. You can't even get around corners at low speed. It's crap. 24 seconds. And I know this one, he's done it with 9 left. Come on. Ooh, one more hit or 2 more hits? One more hit. Oh, it's going to be close. Can I beat Nova on this one? 7 seconds, 10. Yeah, just beat Novabug again. 10 seconds left, and he had 9 on this stage. So I've beaten him on these 3 stages, but that don't mean nothing. I've got to get to stage 5. See, it didn't award me another million there, so that's basically 272,000. If it gives me another million, then we'll stick with the original scores, because then we're equal.
Giddy up, boy.
Giddy up, boy. Let's go. Now, if I remember, I've got to turn right up here somewhere. Yeah, I tried this with joystick, but it's annoying having to reach over to press the turbo button. I've got my keyboard layout where I'm using basically the QAOP layout space, and my little finger on my right hand is hovering over the enter button, which is my turbo. Let's turn oh, it's right. Didn't I say right? I can't remember. That's annoying as well. You've got to glance up. Take your eye off the screen for a split second, it can cost you. You're off the accelerator. On it, there we go. See, I don't drop down the gear. Right. Tunnel section. Oh. No. Don't use the turbos, Daz. Don't use the turbos. Don't waste them. This boss is a bastard. You've got to nail the turbos right as well, otherwise you'll go crashing into everything and you never catch him. It's a bastard of a boss, this one. Come on. Damn it. Got him. Good, good, good. Okay, we're on him. Corner. If I'm just looking for a straight so I can get the turbo. I think about now we'll do it. And I go and bloody hit a post the moment I press it. Typical. Oh no, that's a bad hit. That's a massively bad hit. Kicking the turbo. He's done this with 13 seconds left on the clock. A few good hits there. Kick the last turbo in. Come on. Nicely, nicely. Not bad, but I've got no turbos. I think he might beat me on this stage. Not the boss, Nova's finishing time. 13 seconds left, it's going to be close. Oh, get off the... What is that crap? Sandbags? Yeah, he might beat me on this one. Yeah, he's beat me on this one, so that's 3-1 to me so far. Shit, come on, come on. One more hit. One more hit. Get in there. Yeah, 7 seconds left and he had 13. Well, I've matched your fucking level. I've matched your fucking level. See, it says 4,600,000. Will it give me another million bonus? And it did, look at that. 6 million. It's given me another million bonus for no reason whatsoever. So we both now have got, we both had 2 1 million bonuses. So it makes no difference now. So we'll go with this score. And I've got to get 6,760 something thousand. So I'm looking for 677. So it's all about score now. I don't have to complete the game. Fucking nice though, wouldn't it, if I could? But I need to get to the boss because that's where you rack up your points. Ramming the boss's car. You get a shitload of points for that. If I don't reach him, I won't meet Nova's score. This is close. This is close. I'm going to give him a run for his money here. He's come over, he's had the cheek again to come over to the Spectrum side and challenge me at one of my systems games. Come on, speed up. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. Keep speeding, off the pedal and back on it again. See, don't drop down into low, no point. Sharp corner. Gotta get to this boss. I'm quite a way off him yet. Keep your turbos, don't touch them. Oh, that was a big corner. Tunnel again, I fucking hate these I hate these tunnels. No, I'm going to hit that car. No, I'm not. Good. Oh, that's a nice bit of driving there. Nice bit of steering. Oh, this is going to be close. I've got to get to the boss. I might have to use a turbo to try and reach it. I think I might be alright. Oh no, I've got to press it now. Go, 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 go. Oh, right on the buzzer. Right, come on. 677 is what I want. Oh, I got 90,000 for that hit. And I got shitloads of time. Another 50,000. Look at my points rack up. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Another 50,000. Oh, I need 667. No, I need 676, sorry. So I definitely need 6,700,000. I've got you. Yeah, get in there. I've got him. I've got him. I won the challenge. Number 19 to me. You see, you don't do it, mate. You don't come over to the dark side and challenge me at a Spectrum game. You don't do it. I will beat you every time. You've learned it from Manic Miner. You know, you come over and do Chase H.Q. You naughty, silly man. You should have picked the Amstrad version. But you didn't. And you paid the price. I will not lie down when it comes to having been challenged at a Spectrum game. Come on. I've got quite a bit of time left, but I've got no turbos. Can I complete it? Ah, see the jump. Oh, no, I'm not going to do it now. So close. I did quite well. Look at that. I've hit 7 million. So it makes no difference now if we take both of our 2 million bonus points. That means I end up with 5 million and you end up with 4,700,000 and something thousand. So I've beaten you. Nice choice of game. I'll give you that. And I was worried. And even though it's been 3 weeks, the deadline, I will have to say... Oh, time up. There we go. 7,117,760. It took me one attempt to say that, unlike you. It took you 4 attempts to say the number you come up with. That was very funny. Quite like that. Ah, there we go. Yeah, another one for Zeus. Yeah, it was like Nebulous when I deliberately changed you at the Amstrad version. You said, quote, "You will beat my arse every time." Well, that's what I've just done here, isn't it? I'm going to put my name in now, proudly. 7,117,760. Phew. Oh. Yeah, I should put my name in. Now, I can challenge you at the Amstrad version. You can't challenge me. You can't pick the same game. Only the other person can. But I'm not going to. No. Now, I've got another challenge for you, and it is also a driving game. Now, I've already done the bloody commentary for this driving game a week before Chase H.Q on the challenge bid came up. So I'm not redoing the commentary, and I said at the beginning, we're going to do something we haven't done. We're going to do a driving game, a racing game, which we have now, haven't we? So just ignore that. The recording was done a week prior to this. No, it actually was done 3 weeks prior to this, because I've got to confess to you now, this Chase H.Q recording was done just 1 day after you set it for me. I spent all evening last night, because the wife was staying away at her mum's house, so I was able to use the television and all that stuff. And even though it caused frustration, I turned the machine off. I carried on with it on the next day, today. Well, it's not today now, but it was today when I did this, in the afternoon, and that's when I did it. So from a guy that didn't play it very much, I've done quite well. I've almost completed the game. That took me, 1 evening and 1 afternoon. Right, well, I'll tell you what, before we get to the next challenge, I'm going to stick on the end sequence, just as a celebratory thing, because even though it's on the Amstrad version, where the pictures are slightly arranged differently, there's no music on the Amstrad version, whereas the Spectrum version has a nice beatbox soundtrack to it. So I'm going to quickly post that up, as it's a very nice game and a very nice ending, and I wish to celebrate. And once I've done that, your next challenge will be up. See you there. See, look at this, eh? This is a great ending as well. See, that to me, some people think this is a Miami Vice rip-off. I think it's more of a Lethal Weapon rip-off. They look like more like Mel Gibson, and even the bloke's name's Gibson, isn't it? Gives it away, doesn't it? And Danny Glover. Look at that. So he's got a nice bit of beatbox music too. That isn't my score, obviously. I had to put the poke in to get the end sequence up, but there we go. Celebratory screen. Congratulations, Zeus. I win a challenge. Yippee-doo-doo-doo-doo. Right, here's your challenge. Coming up. Another racing game. This time it's totally against the clock. Alright? And enjoy. See what you can do with it. See you there. Zeus. Out. Turbo Outrun for the Commodore 64, a genre we haven't done yet, a driving game. So here's your challenge. See what stage you can get to. Can you match mine or definitely beat it? And if I do manage to complete it, then you've obviously got to complete it and beat my score. And the score system's ridiculous because it's in the millions, but to be honest with you, if we both complete it, we're both equal, but we can't have a draw, so it will have to go down to points. But here's the stipulation: you are not allowed to use a continue. You've got to make it all the way through the game without running out of time. Complete the game without using continue. Alright mate, you get that? That's the deal. So again, another classy game I send your way. Nothing but class coming from the dark side. So let's get on with it and see how far, or yeah, just see how far I get on with it, and then you've got to try and better it. Simple as that. Okay, press fire. Right, stage 1. Out of 16. Go baby, kick that turbo in. So the game loads in 4 sections of 4. And I'm using original tape. Oh, fucking hell, terrible start. Can't use the turbo yet. I can now though. Waiting for a good stretch to do it. Get out my way. Yes, there we go. Get some speed up. This game has got seriously sharp corners. Really tough on later stages. Yeah, tried to do it too many times. Give me that checkpoint. Stage 2. Each level very different to the other. A bit light in there as well. Nice effect. Easily the best version on the 8 bits of Turbo Outrun. It's probably in fact the only version I play even in the 16 bits. I can't believe US Gold actually came up with a decent game. Published a decent game. Is that a Porsche? Or is it? No, that's a cop car. He's a bastard. He keeps getting in my way. So the variety's there. You've got, you know, different stages. There's snow. That's supposed to be snow anyway. Get out of my way. So how far, Nova, can you get? Thought it'd be nice to pick a driving game. We haven't done that yet. So it's got cracking music as well. It's got 2 different title screen musics. You heard the first one. And the second one I just cut out because there was no point talking about the same stuff I just did on the intro you just saw. Doing it twice, that's pointless. So sunset level, nice. Stage 4, so this is the last stage of the first section, then you get to choose what you want to do to your car. And I randomly choose it, whether it's turbo, engine or extra grip on the tyres. I'm not sure if it makes any difference. So you can see the score at the top middle is really silly. It's not going to prove anything really, but if we both complete this without continuing, damn, turbo, then it has to go on points, don't it? Because you can't have a draw. Yeah, it's very tight some of these corners. Yeah, I went up in the attic and just saw some of my games. I thought, oh, that'd be a good one to do. Right, a bit of loading, so I'll just pause for a minute. There's no point chatting for all this blackness. Get to choose what I want to do to my engine now. Right, what do I do? Hyper power engine, tyre grip, special turbo. Let's go for tyre grip. Great soundtrack in this game, brilliant. Lots of digitized samples too. It's cool. So now we're going to be, yeah, she's off, blonde bitch. Yeah, get out of the fucking car. I prefer brunettes anyway. You've got more brains. Go on, get out. I'm go with him. Some sad bastard in a Porsche. Who drives Porsches apart from women and sad, lonely blokes at 50 years old who drew in their pension? Anyway, a fast handbag is what I call them. Right, a bit more loading. So let's just cut this bit out. Stage 5. Kick that turbo in now, baby. Nighttime level. So it's second section now, 4 levels. And it gets harder. Corners get tighter. You can't use your turbo as much as you want to. Be careful. Now, if I don't complete this, Well, anyway, yeah, you want to probably see it anyway. If you want to see the entire game without commentary, it's on my channel. I'll put a link in the description if you want to see it. It was the only long play of this game on YouTube for many years. Another first for the Zeusdaz channel. 6. Wow. Damn. So this is a desert level. Tight corners. Some serious tight corners later on. So, another 10 stages to go yet. So I want to try and get as high as I can, stage-wise. That's the first challenge. First objective. Get in my way. Turbo because I'm overheating. Checkpoint, that's good. Oh, what's this level then? Is it supposed to be a dull day? Because it looks like a grey sky to me. The corners are so tight, man. Damn. My quick shot 2 turbo. When you're gripping that, it bloody gets sore in your palms for a while. Look at this. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Go. Get some turbo in. Ooh, just clip that. Watch that oil. Right. Turbo. On my way. Checkpoint coming up. Stage 8 coming up. The snowy shiny day. Oh, not now. It's all gone shitty weather. Okay, so we're halfway through the game. I'd like to get to about stage 14 if possible. That'd be good, because that means you've got to go through, you've got to load the entire, get to the 4th section of levels. And as I said, no continuing. You get 3 continues in this game, but we're not using it. We're doing nebulous rules. You get 1 life. Checkpoint. That's it. Oh, time is very. Oh, there we go. That's the next section done. A little bit more loading. Now I get to choose. What have I got left? I think it's the special engine and the turbo. So I wonder what Zeus is going to pick. You'll find out in a minute. Right, let's cut this bit out because we don't need to chat about, while these funny loading bars are going on. So see you back in a second. Right, what have I got now? Okay, what should we do? High power engine or special turbo? No, let's stick with high power engine. Sod it. We'll go for that. Yeah, I was saying earlier, I was in my attic with some of my games, and I saw this in the box. And I thought, well, that's a thought. We haven't done a driving game on the 8-bit challenge. Yeah, nice to make a difference. Oh, she's back with me now, is she? Well, it goes by my rules now. You can pleasure me as I'm driving along. Rewind, there you go. Just to prove that I am using original cassette, rewind side 2 and press play. I will do that. So back in a mini-mo. Stage 9. Right, we're halfway through the game. Turbo boy. Okay. I'd still like to get past these 4 levels. Get out of my way. That bastard really slows you down. It's hard to get around him. Alright, I got away with that. Come on. A little bit more straight to use my turbo. There you go, do that. That's a bit. Checkpoint, that's good. Very good time. Got some good time there. Stage 10. Right, in double figures now. Stage 10. I don't like to go too fast around these bloody corners because it's really tricky. Yeah, I've edited out the loading times obviously because by cassette it does take a lot longer than the ROM, so I can't talk all the way through a boring black screen. So I might just cut that out. Stage 11. Another sunset kind of level. Turbo, nice. So much better than the other versions. Oh, come on, I've hit every one of them. Look at that, slowed me right down that. Bloody barricades. Still, time's getting a bit low. Nasty corners, oh, we got the checkpoint sign, that's good. There we go, stage 12, last stage of the third section. I can't kick in my turbo, I'm overheating. Now I can, but I'm waiting. There we go. Oh, fuck off. Damn. Overheat. Try to tick in some turbo there. Coming up to 10 seconds left. Checkpoint. Yes, I should make this now. Into the last section of stages. Yes, I have. So, we've made it to the last section of stages, and it's going to load a little bit more, and I shall be fitting my turbo. Yeah, so let's pause that for a second. Fit that special turbo, boy. Right, so my car's completely souped up now for the final drive home. The last 4 sections, I'd like to get to stage 14, but this gets very hard. Stage 14's the worst level, I think. It's a snow level, and the amount of corners is just unforgiving. There's about 20 corners you've got to tackle. Oh, she's off again, the blonde bit. I thought I told you to get going. Don't waggle your finger at me, you bitch. Not as if you do anything, are you? Go on, get lost. You've used your purpose now anyway. Press play on tape. I will play. I'll press it right now. I will. Back in a minute. Okay, stage 13. Get in there. Right. I'd like to get to 14. So as you can tell, as you've seen, I've used no continues. If you do use a continue, obviously you'll be disqualified from the challenge and your score resets to 0 anyway. I've got 950 something, I can't read that, 9 million something. It's a silly score system, but there's nothing else to fall back on if we both complete this. Corners, use my turbo. Long corner there. Trying to drag, there we go. Trying to drag me off that road. 2 turbos there. Team checkpoint, good time. But this is the worst level coming up. Oh, I hate this level. This is easily the worst level of the game. You can't hardly get any turbo kicked in because the amount of corners, and they're tight, they come out of nowhere. Oh! Let's use a bit of a turbo there. I'm not holding much hope in getting past this. I think this could be the end. It's a long stage too. Loads of corners and a long stage. And this bastard cars keep getting in my way. 10-9, oh no, I'm overheating. This could be it. Get out of my way, there's a checkpoint. I don't think I'm going to do it. Oh, fucking hell, I span over. Oh, that was a bit of luck. Stage 15, I'm happy. God. Yeah, I love games where when the time runs out, you still have a little bit of momentum to cross the line, where some other driving games, if the timer runs out, you stop dead. Oh, get out of my fucking way. 15, 14, oh dear. Last stage coming up, but I don't think I'm going to get to it. 6, 5, no, 3, 2, no. Oh, God, no. Game over. Oh! How about that? My God, the screws on my front number plate must have hit the checkpoint line. That was close, it was so close, even the computer was telling me it was game over. But it wasn't, was it? Just a little bit of momentum. So, the final stage of the game. Can I complete it? I've got the minimum amount of time because of that. I can't believe I crawled over that line. I'm telling you, I said the screws that's holding the number plate on the front of the car must have touched the bloody line. That's how close it was. 13. Tight corners. Come on, can I complete the game? 4, 3, 2, 1. Go on, go on. Go on. Yeah! That's game completed. Again, so close. That little bit of momentum just took me over the line. Excellent. Game completed. With no continues use. So you know, mate, you've got to clock the game. But you've got to beat my score, which the score system's a load of bollocks, really. But that's the only thing we can fall back on. So, yeah, you've got to clock the game and beat my score. Let's see what my score is going to be. Let's just cut out this little bit of loading here. And I'll come back in a second. And there we go, just to confirm it, congratulations, that's the ending screen. I have completed Turbo Outrun on the Commodore 64 in one go, in one sitting. So you've got to do the same, pal. There he goes, he drives off. I guess that's the sourpuss Porsche, yeah, go away. Aston Martin DB9 man myself. A little bit of more loading. I think it's the road map that comes up. So yeah, let me pause it again. We'll load that up. Should be the map. Yeah, there we go. Course map. Lovely. It's a really colourful version, isn't it? It's such a nice version. It's very tricky to control sometimes because of the corners, but my God, it puts all the other 8 bits and 16 bits in the trash. Great soundtrack too. Nice ending screens, colourful. Yes, I've made it to Los Angeles. And there we go. Stage goal. With a score of 12,753,080. No, sorry, 12,075,380. God. So yeah, you got to beat that score. So if you complete it, there's a good chance you probably will, maybe you may not. The score system is just ridiculous in this. But as I said, again, we've got to fall back on something in case you also complete the game. So there we go, Daz. Turbo Outrun completed, Commodore 64 version with a score of 12,075,380. That's your goal, mate. See what you can do with that. Until next time, looking forward to your next challenge. Bring it on as always, I'm up for it. Till then, Zeus out.